Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Coins Studio. Today we are diving deep into the most legendary era coins in modern Australian history. A coin born from a minting mistake, yet now worth thousands. First up, $2,000 1/10C Mule coin. A small round piece of metal that's turning heads and emptying wallets across the collecting world. How did it happen? How do you spot one? And why are collectors paying over $5,000 for this Aussie oddity? Let's find out. The Australian $1 coin was first introduced in 1984, replacing the $1 paper note. Featuring Stuart Devlin's iconic design of 5 bounding kangaroos, the coin became an everyday part of life in Australia. But not all $1 coins are created equal. Among the millions struck over the decades, a very small number of them carry a bizarre and costly secret. To understand what makes the 2001 Mule coin so special, we first need to know what a mule coin is. In minting terms, a mule is a coin struck with mismatched dies, meaning one side of the coin comes from a different denomination than the other. In the case of this Australian mule, the coin was struck using the reverse die of a $1 coin with its kangaroo design, but the obverse die from a 10-cent coin. That's Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, but slightly smaller and designed for a 10-cent coin. The result, a $1 coin that's technically also a 10-cent hybrid. So how did this minting mistake occur? Let's rewind to the year 2000. At the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, millions of $1 coins were being struck as usual. But somehow a 10-cent obverse die, meant for smaller coins, was accidentally paired with a $1 reverse die and sent into production. This mistake created coins with a noticeably smaller Queen's portrait and an unusual appearance around the edges. A thicker double rim or double beating, caused by the size mismatch. The error wasn't discovered immediately. These coins entered circulation just like any other. But in 2003, word began to spread among collectors. Sharp-eyed numismatists noticed something odd about certain $1 coins dated 2000. The Queen's portrait looked different, and the edge was thicker. Soon, experts confirmed the discovery. It was a mule, and not just any mule, one of the rarest in Australian coinage. It's estimated that only around 6,000 of these mule coins were minted, possibly less, and most of them were released in Perth and Western Australia. So how much is this tiny minting mistake worth? In circulated condition, the 2001 mule can fetch $300 to $1,000 AUD, depending on where. But in high grades, coins that have been preserved in pristine or near uncirculated condition, prices soar to $40,000 to $50,000 and sometimes more. In fact, one MS66 graded mule coin sold for over $60,000 AUD at auction. And prices continue to rise as more collectors hunt for this elusive error. Now here's the part that gets everyone checking their loose change. You might be wondering, how do I know if I have one? Here's what to look for. 1. Date. Only $2001 coins can be mules. 2. Double rim, the most obvious giveaway. Mule coins have a noticeable extra ring or double beating around the Queen's portrait. 3. Smaller portrait. The Queen's effigy is smaller than usual because it was struck using a 10-cent die. Flip through your change and examine each $2001 coin carefully. You never know what you might find. Mule coins have mostly been found in Western Australia, but they've turned up across the country. Check $1 coins in your wallet, in your old coin jars, or even in bank rolls. If you're buying bulk coins or getting change from the bank, it's worth looking through them for that telltale double rim. And remember, if you think you found one, take it to a reputable coin dealer or get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity and maximize its value. The 2001 mule coin is more than a minting error. It's a piece of accidental history, a rare collector's dream, and proof that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight. So next time you get change, take a closer look. That ordinary-looking coin might just be worth a small fortune. Next up, 1992 Barcelona Olympic dollar proof coin. The Olympic Games have always held a special place in Australia's heart. From our athletes' early triumphs to hosting the Sydney 2000 Games, Australia has long been a proud participant in the global sporting arena. In 1992, the Games were held in Barcelona. Spain and Australia sent a strong team to compete on the world stage. To commemorate the occasion, the Royal Australian Mint issued a special $1 coin, unlike anything before. Enter the 1992 Barcelona Olympic dollar, a proof coin struck not for circulation, but for collectors and Olympic enthusiasts. This coin was part of a limited commemorative release and struck in stunning 925 sterling silver, giving it a brilliant, mirror-like proof finish. Obverse details: portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makhlouf. Inscription: Elizabeth II, Australia 1992. Reverse design: a stylized athlete holding an Olympic torch. The 5 Olympic rings symbol beneath the athlete. The word dollar and the year 1992. The reverse, designed by Horst Hahn, is both dynamic and symbolic, capturing the energy, motion, and tradition of the games. Let's talk numbers. Here are the official specifications of the coin. Denomination: $1. Metal: 92.5% silver, 7.5% copper. Finish: proof. Diameter: 38.74 mm. Weight: 25.18 grams. Mintage: approx. 25,000 coins. These coins were struck with extraordinary care using highly polished dies and planchets, creating that unmistakable proof mirror finish and frosted design. Every coin came encapsulated in a hard plastic case and was typically sold in a plush presentation box with a certificate of authenticity. The 1992 Olympic dollar wasn't a one-off. It was the first in a commemorative trilogy issued by the Royal Australian Mint, with further releases for the 1996 Atlanta Games and the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Each coin in the series maintained a consistent size and silver purity, making them a desirable and cohesive set for collectors who wanted to celebrate Australia's Olympic journey. But it was the 1992 issue that set the standard: bold, limited, and unforgettable. Now let's get to what every collector wants to know. What is it worth today? Because this coin was only available through the Royal Australian Mint or authorized dealers, and never intended for circulation, it retains both numismatic and intrinsic value. Current market values as of 2025. Uncirculated proof with box and COA: $4,000, $7,000 AUD. Graded PR69 or PR70. $8,000, $1, 2,000 plus AUD. Loose or damaged: $1,500, $3,000 AUD, primarily for silver content and design. Of course, market prices can fluctuate based on silver prices and collector demand. But one thing is clear: the 1992 Olympic dollar is a solid long-term collectible. Commemorative proof coins like this one are highly sought after, not just for their beauty and meaning, but also their limited mintage. With silver prices historically rising and Olympic memorabilia gaining steam, this coin is becoming harder to find in pristine condition. Collectors looking to complete their Olympic series or invest in low-mintage silver coins often pay a premium for the 1992 proof, especially with original packaging and documentation. If you're lucky enough to own or find one of these coins, proper care is essential. Ensure the coin matches the exact specifications. Look for the frosted proof design and mirror background. Verify the presence of the Olympic rings on the reverse. Keep the coin in its original mint capsule. Avoid touching with bare hands. Always use cotton gloves. Store in a cool, dry place away from sunlight. Professional grading through services like PCGS or NGC can enhance the coin's market value, offering authenticity and preservation in a sealed slab. The 1992 Barcelona Olympic dollar proof coin represents more than silver and symbolism. It's a testament to Australia's Olympic spirit, craftsmanship, and collector pride. Whether displayed in a case, graded in a slab, or passed down through generations, this coin tells a story of global unity, athletic achievement, and the quiet power of numismatic art. Next up, the 2014 Mob of Ruse era coin. Missing edge, massive value. A modern mint mistake that has collectors searching through thousands of $1 coins for just one. Missing ring of text. What is this rare error? How do you identify it? And how much is it worth today? Let's find out. Before we dive into the error, we have to talk about the coin itself, the Mob of Ruse. First released in 1984, the Mob of Ruse $1 coin features a dynamic design by Stuart Devlin, showing 5 kangaroos in motion. It quickly became the default reverse design for standard $1 coins in Australia, replacing the $1 paper note. This design is so iconic that it's still being used today. Millions of coins bearing this kangaroo motif are struck every year. 2014 marked the beginning of Australia's Anzac Centenary commemorations, 100 years since the beginning of World War I. To honor this historic occasion, the Royal Australian Mint introduced special $1 coins with commemorative edge lettering. These coins bore the inscription, "Lest we forget," around their edge, something rarely done in Australian decimal currency. But in a fascinating twist, some Mob of Ruse coins, which should not have had any lettering, ended up being struck with edge lettering, while others that should have had lettering were struck without it. This mix-up created a fascinating error scenario. 2014 Mob of Ruse coins with missing edge lettering, and some with unexpected lettering too. Let's break down the exact error. During production, specially prepared 2014 $1 coins were supposed to receive edge lettering, typically those meant for commemorative issues like Lest we forget coin. However, due to a minting oversight, some Mob of Ruse coins that were intended to be part of this program were struck without the edge inscription. This resulted in a missing edge lettering error. The lettering die either failed to press the inscription, or the planchets never made it through the edge inscription process. Because this lettering is so subtle, many people missed the error for years, meaning many of these coins could still be sitting in circulation right now. The most important part of spotting this error is the edge, not the face of the coin. 1. Hold the coin edge on under a strong light. Sunlight or a lamp is ideal. 2. Slowly rotate the coin to look for any signs of lettering. 3. A normal 2014 commemorative $1 will have the inscription "Lest we forget." 4. The error coin will have a completely smooth, plain edge, no text at all. And remember, you're only looking at 2014 dated coins. No other year applies to this specific error. So how rare is this coin? The Royal Australian Mint never officially released numbers for how many error coins were produced, but it's believed that only a few thousand missing edge lettering coins may exist, possibly far fewer. Since most were released into circulation, many are already lost to wear, damage, or simply remain undiscovered in people's change. Let's talk about what matters to collectors: value. The 2014 Mob of Ruse missing edge lettering error coin typically sells for between $800 and $2,000 AUD in circulated condition, depending on wear and clarity of the error. In uncirculated or mint condition, prices jump higher, sometimes exceeding $3,000 to $4,000 AUD. Slabbed and graded coins by services like PCGS or NGC can fetch even more. And as awareness of the error grows, so does collector demand, and prices continue to rise. With rare coin errors come counterfeits and confusion. Some sellers may try to pass off standard 2014 Mob of Ruse coins as errors by simply showing smooth edges. But remember, only those coins that were intended to have edge lettering and don't are actual error coins. To ensure authenticity, stick with reputable dealers or seek professional authentication from third-party grading companies. What makes this coin so important isn't just its monetary value, but what it represents: a rare glimpse into the complexity of modern minting. Even with today's technology, human error, machine glitches, and production hiccups can still produce collectible anomalies. The 2014 Mob of Ruse missing edge lettering coin is a perfect example. A modern treasure created by accident, but valued by collectors around the world. Next up, 2016 Changeover $1 coin. In 2016, to mark the 50th anniversary of decimal currency in Australia, the Royal Australian Mint released a special series of coins, a stunning tribute to the changeover from pounds, shillings, and pence to dollars and cents. Among those commemorative issues was the $1 changeover coin. Beautiful, symbolic, and historically significant. But buried within that release was a mysterious and rare minting error, one that collectors now hunt for obsessively: the missing edge lettering error. On the 14th of February 1966, Australia officially transitioned from pounds, shillings, and pence to a new decimal currency system. To celebrate the 50-year milestone in 2016, the Royal Australian Mint issued a series of special commemorative coins. Each coin featured a dual design concept: the standard decimal denomination combined with a tribute to the original pre-decimal design. The $1 changeover coin was no exception. The $1 changeover coin featured the iconic Mob of Ruse design, a tribute to Stuart Devlin's classic artwork, but placed within a circular emblem, resembling the old 1966 $1 note. On the obverse, the Queen's portrait by Ian Rank Broadley was surrounded by a striking edge. And here's the important part: an edge that included InQ's lettering, $. This edge lettering was part of the celebratory design and was not present on standard $1 coins. It was applied using a special edge incusing machine, And that's where things get interesting. During the production process, some changeover $1 coins were released without the edge lettering. These are known as missing edge lettering errors. How did this happen? It's believed that these coins skipped the edge lettering stage, either due to human error, a malfunction in the edge encusing machinery, or possibly as a result of incorrect handling of blank planchets. Whatever the cause, the result is a significant minting error, one that has now become highly collectible. So how do you know if you have a 2016 $1 changeover error coin in your pocket? Follow these steps. 1. First, check the date. It must be 2016 and feature the changeover reverse design. 2. Next, examine the edge. A standard coin should have the lettering on dollar encused, pressed into the edge. 3. If your coin has a plain, completely smooth edge, with no sign of lettering, then you might be holding a missing edge lettering error. Use a magnifying glass or strong light to be certain. Look at the entire edge. Sometimes weak strikes can appear faint. But if there is absolutely no trace, it's time to celebrate. The Royal Australian Mint never released an official count of how many error coins escaped into circulation. However, experts estimate the number to be extremely low, possibly fewer than 1 in 10,000 of the total 2016 changeover $1 coins minted. With over 2 million of these commemorative coins released, that could mean a few hundred to a few thousand error coins might exist, but most are still out there, unrecognized. That makes this one of the most exciting modern errors to hunt for. Let's talk about value. As of now, the 2016 $1 changeover missing edge lettering error coin has been known to sell for between $800 and $2,000 AUD in circulated condition. In higher grades, especially uncirculated or professionally graded specimens, the value can reach $3,000 to $5,000 AUD, and in some rare cases, even more depending on demand. Coins certified by third-party graders like PCGS or NGC tend to bring higher premiums, where there's money to be made. Unfortunately, there's room for deception. Some coins with worn or damaged edges may appear to lack lettering but aren't true mint errors. Others may have had the edge filed or tampered with. To protect yourself, always look for signs of natural minting, no grinding marks, no unnatural smoothness, and always confirm the coin is from the correct 2016 changeover issue. When in doubt, get it graded or authenticated by a reputable service. What makes this error coin even more fascinating is the timing. The 2016 changeover series was all about celebrating Australian currency's transformation, and in a poetic twist, one of the most desirable coins from the set wasn't planned at all. That accidental omission, a missing edge, became a symbol of how even in a modern mint with strict controls, surprises still slip through. And for collectors, that's the thrill of the hunt. So the next time you come across a 2016 $1 coin, don't just check the face. Tilt it, spin it, inspect the edge, because you just might be holding a valuable mistake, one that transforms pocket change into a rare collectible. The 2016 changeover $1 missing edge lettering coin is a modern Australian numismatic treasure, and it might still be waiting for you to discover it. Next up, 1984 first-year issue, high-grade coins, 71984, a landmark year in Australian numismatics, a year when the country bid farewell to the $1 banknote and welcomed a brand new coin into the pockets of its people. It was the birth of the Australian $1 coin, a design that would soon become an iconic part of Australian currency. But today, not just any 1984 $1 coin is on our radar. We're diving deep into high-grade, first-year issue coins, pristine examples that have stood the test of time and now carry real value. So, what makes the 1984 $1 coin so special? Why do high-grade versions command premium prices today? And how can you tell if you're holding one of these early treasures? 1984 Australian $1 coin, first-year issue, and the hunt for high-grade rarity. Before 1984, Australians carried a $1 banknote, introduced in 1966 as part of the decimal currency changeover. But as inflation grew and notes wore out quickly, the Reserve Bank of Australia and the Royal Australian Mint made a historic decision: replace the $1 note with a coin. On the 14th of May 1984, the new $1 coin was officially released. It featured a bold reverse design, a mob of kangaroos in motion, crafted by master engraver Stuart Devlin, the same man behind many of Australia's most enduring coin motifs. The obverse showed the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, facing right, as was tradition at the time. Let's break down the 1984 $1 coin's technical details. Composition: 92% copper, 6% aluminium, 2% nickel, aluminum bronze alloy. Diameter: 25.00 mm. Weight: 9.00 grams. Edge interrupted milled. Mintage: an enormous 186.3 million coins. Mint: Royal Australian Mint, Canberra. With such a massive mintage, this was not a rare coin, at least not at the time. But like many collectibles, rarity isn't just about how many were made. It's about how many survive in top condition. Of the nearly 186 million 1984 $1 coins struck, the overwhelming majority entered circulation. They were used, spent, dropped, scratched, and worn down over decades. But a very small percentage were set aside at the time, saved in mint rolls, coin sets, or by collectors who understood the significance of a first-year issue. These high-grade coins, especially those grading MS65, MS66, or even MS67 and beyond, are today incredibly sought after. In the world of numismatics, grade is everything. A coin that looks common in your hand might be worth hundreds if it's nearly flawless. So what makes a 1984 $1 coin high grade? Here are the key factors to watch for. 1. Luster. High-grade coins should have original mint luster, a radiant sheen that dances as the coin is tilted. 2. Strike quality. The design should be sharply struck, with no flat or weak areas, particularly on the kangaroo outlines and the queen's crown. 3. Surface preservation. No scratches, nicks, or contact marks. A truly top-grade coin will look untouched. 4. No toning or discoloration. Ideally, the surface should be free of dark spots or uneven coloring, unless it's appealing natural toning. 5. Edge details. The interrupted reading on the edge should be crisp and undamaged. Coins graded MS65 and above by professional services like PCGS or NGC are the gold standard. These are the coins that draw attention at auction. In 1984, the Royal Australian Mint also released the new $1 coin in proof and uncirculated sets. These coins were never meant for circulation, and many have survived in pristine condition. If you find a 1984 $1 coin with mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp detail, you might be looking at a proof example. These were struck multiple times on polished blanks for ultimate clarity. Uncirculated coins from mint sets also remain highly desirable, particularly when removed carefully and kept in perfect condition. So what are 1984 high-grade $1 coins worth today? Circulated examples, usually only worth face value or slightly more, $10 to $30. Mint state MS63, MS64, around $1,500 to $3,000. MS65, $4,000 to $8,000 depending on eye appeal. MS66 and above can fetch $10,000 to $30,000, especially if graded and slabbed. Top population coins, MS67 plus, extremely rare and can reach $50,000 or more at auction. In 2022, a PCGS-graded MS67 1984 $1 coin sold for over $60,000 AUD, proving that even coin can become a rarity when preserved perfectly. Still hoping to score a high-grade 1984 $1 coin? Here's where to look. Old family coin jars. Many coins were put aside during the changeover. Coin rolls. Occasionally, you may find uncirculated examples. eBay and coin dealers. But be cautious. Always check grading and reputation. And if you find a really nice one, consider sending it to a grading service. It could turn a $1 coin into a highly valuable asset. First-year coins have always held a special place in the world of numismatics. They mark the beginning of a design, a denomination, or a historical transition. The 1984 $1 coin isn't just any coin. It represents a pivotal change in how Australians spent their money. It's the start of a new chapter in our currency's story. So next time you come across a 1984 $1 coin, take a closer look, check the surfaces, the edges, the luster, because you just might be holding a rare high-grade gem, a forgotten treasure from a monumental year. The 1984 $1 coin proves that even pocket change can become a collector's dream, if it's preserved right. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Australian coin history, hit that like button and subscribe for more rare coin content every week. Do you have a high-grade 1984 $1 coin? Let us know in the comments. And if you want a full guide to the most valuable $1 coin errors, check out the next video right here. Thanks for watching.